Hi. So today's question is, do I need to copyright my self-published book? And this is quite a common question when getting started with self-publishing. So the first question you're going to be wondering is someone stealing from you that maybe is making you ask the question? Or perhaps you're worried you are getting ready to publish a book and you're worried that maybe somebody else is going to take your hard-earned efforts of creating the book, and then they will either start making money or maybe even distributing it for free. And that is also a real scenario that does in fact happen. Not necessarily all the time, but it definitely happens. This is Chris Baird from Self Publishing Made Easy Now. Hit the subscribe bell or leave a comment to help me produce more videos like this one. So, a little bit from my background. When I was first getting started, I assumed, well, of course, you're going to need to copyright your book and you may need to pay for it because otherwise, how would you stop people from stealing the book that you have with all the work that you've done? And after listening to many podcasts and reading books, I realized that this is a common thing. In other words, where many authors are stolen from, where their books are either taken directly out of the e-version or scanned, and then they're posted as PDFs or Kindle books out on the internet, on sharing sites, a BitTorrent or other sites like that, where they're shared. And so then the question was, how exactly do you protect yourself? And that was one of the big challenges. Though the answer to this question is no. You don't need to do anything specific to copyright your books. So the first thing is the second you publish the book and put it onto the market, onto Amazon, at that point it's protected. So it is copyrighted. Now, that doesn't mean that, okay, well, I guess you can relax because nothing's going to happen to you, or that you shouldn't have a copyright page. In fact, you should definitely use the copyright symbol, and you should use the standard text around it saying this work cannot be copied except short versions without approval from the author and such. So uh, you can find that in almost any book, and you should include it in your book just so that it's fully clear to everyone that you are declaring this is copywritten. But it is already copywritten because once you've actually published it out there, and in fact, if you do it with Amazon, they're going to assign an ISBN number, and it will even be officially on the document. So if somebody were to do that, and this is the key, if somebody does copy your work and they say, oh, we can make some money off of this, we could just take the work that you've done and publish it under their own name or a different name. You would just take Amazon as well as other publishers and you inform them that somebody is violating your copyright. And they have a specific channels for this, and they will take down that other author for using copyrighted material. And at a side note, if you're paying other people to do the writing for you, you are always going to want to do a scan of the books themselves to make sure that all of the writing is not stolen from someone else. People have lost their accounts on Amazon as a result of posting material that they did not check to see that somebody else hadn't already posted it. And so I found a writer one time that I had hired, and they literally just ripped the text directly off of Amazon. And I used a special program. There's lots of software, even pretty cheap software that you can use to do the scanning of it to make sure that it doesn't exist already on the network. In addition, some people have had their virtual assistants steal from them where they would have a copy of the book. This can be really tricky because they could theoretically steal from you and post the book before you've posted the book. So in a sense, they would have the copyright claim before you had it, and you can end up getting banned as a result of stealing from yourself, which would be a serious problem that you wouldn't want to have. And so you need to make sure you can trust the people that you're giving access to your writing before you release it onto the market to make sure that that's not going to be a problem, though that's usually not the case. And the other one is that people can just take your book and post it out there on the internet. But if you've properly done your book will also involve lead generation. It will be asking people to subscribe to your newsletter or giving them something for free. And those free postings can actually lead to getting more traffic and more people to read your book. Usually the types of people who would be going and trying to find your books for free, they're not going to be buying your book anyways. So you're not really losing much money off of them. So The biggest thing is that this isn't really something to worry about. It's not going to change the amount of money you're making, and it's automatically done the second you publish your book. You add the copyright page, it just makes it look more professional, and makes it clear to anybody who wants to steal from you that your works are in fact protected. So what about you? What have you found? Have you found that your books have ever been taken or stolen, or that somebody else maybe you've worried about maybe losing money as a result of your books being given out for free? You please feel free to share your comments below and like and share this video if you enjoyed it and would like to see more videos like it. And check out my other videos. Check out the one above uh, regarding to help you with your self-publishing questions. Thanks a lot.